Chris Waddle.
Oh, you're kidding me.
September.
Kyle Lafferty.
Are you joking me?
Is that right?
I know it's not right.
Anybody else?
Leash, was it?
Like, that is one of the most stupid questions.
Darius Vassell? Seriously, you all need to just stay quiet. This is getting really annoying doing this quiz.
What is going on here?
Welcome along to the shoutiest segment on Irish radio. It's the scintillating, it's the stupefying, it's the splendido, crappy quiz. Every Friday, we pit three of Team Off the Ball up against each other in a no-holds-barred quiz of sporting factoids at the end of the week. Allow me to welcome today's contestants. Our first contestant today has ruthlessly pulled the curtain down on a magnificent era at OTB Towers. Ireland's most famous piece of facial hair is now in the bin, and it is with great sadness I bring you the news that he's got no mo. Give it up for the artist formerly known as the mustachioed menace, Ger Gilroy.
Well, how are you? I was sitting at home, I was watching TV, and Darren Cave appeared with his princely magisterial erection. And I was like, look.
Sorry, what?
You can't possibly compete with that. So it's time to whip it off.
Wow. Darren Cape does have a very impressive stash. Was there not other moustache envy that forced you to go before that? Like, what was Darren Cape the best moustache you've ever seen, basically?
Well, there was the first lady, I think it was Eisenhower's missus, went to Guazú Falls, and when she got there, she went, "Oh, poor Niagara," and I was like, "Here, listen, I can't compete with that. What? Who am I kidding? What kind of ridiculous?"
No, but I mean, what you are saying is that you had the second best moustache on the planet.
Yeah. I mean, no, just like, you know, there was a new king in town. Game recognised game, Adrian. Game recognised game.
I'm sure
his hair, I thought, was far more impressive.
To talk about his erection on the crappy quiz.
Yeah, this is what we do. This is a new highbrow moment for us here. 7 months until November 2021, and I'm sure we'll see it back again. Our next contestant has transformed from an affable gentleman into a dementor in recent weeks. This quiz used to be a fun, safe place for us and our audience to mix a bit of trivia with some light-hearted fun and games. Alas, over the last couple of weeks, this man has turned into the psychopathic uncle who will punch your brains in at Christmas unless you allow him to buy that final dark blue property in Monopoly. Give it up for the Beast of Ballyhaunis, Nate Dog Murphy.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'll again refer you to Robert Clark on YouTube, who said, "Fair play to Nathan, taking his loss well." Which I thought was very nice of Robert to say so.
God.
So that's one of your burner accounts, is it? Nathan Robert Clark Murphy.
Listen, Robert, sarcasm doesn't work on the internet, so I'm taking you at your word.
Lockdown's been hard on everybody.
It certainly has.
Listen, Owen, if this quiz goes the way it should go, which is you ask a question, somebody gives an answer, and it's either correct or it's not, then I will be perfectly satisfied. But if you're going to let Gilroy bully you, and we have to again consider getting onto HR about it.
Hold on.
Well, then it'll be a shambles, and I may get angry once again.
Like, I mean, you throw around allegations of bullying. The three of us, I can speak for Ger and Adrian here as well, are now in a place where we almost need to let you win because our weekend is just going to be ruined.
Yeah. It's like one of those kids' parties where, like, you know, there's like one really good goodie bag and there's one kid who's going to make a stink if he doesn't get it. Yeah. And the parents are effectively contriving to make sure that he gets the good goodie bag. That's what's happening here.
Yeah.
Nathan's laid that turd on the floor already.
But the child gets the goodie bag at the end of it, so what's the issue if you're that child?
But everybody knows he's an asshole.
Doesn't matter.
Our last contestant today has the cans in the fridge and the kids sent to their grandparents for a month because it is time for Leinster Palooza. That's right, after hammering Munster this weekend, Leinster are going to course through Europe and do the double, leaving a perfect vacuum for a tweet to appear on a hazy Saturday evening. Could this be the greatest team ever in any sport, possibly? Give it up for Adrian, who's your daddy Barry.
The latest thing I've seen, a couple of things on that. Number one, I think international rugby should be cancelled for the impact it's having on Leinster at the minute. I think they should just bin that crap and let Leinster get their best players on the pitch. And number two, the latest, everybody's seen the Guinness Surge stuff. where like people are finding different ways to, without having to spend. Is it a couple £100 to get the actual machine that puts the gas in the beer? The latest thing is an electric. No, have you not seen this?
Yes.
Nathan's shaking his head. So it's
we literally, it was literally in the WhatsApp group, Nathan. We literally sent it around about 2 weeks ago.
Guinness have come up with this idea of creating a flat can of Guinness. You pour it out perfectly flat. They also sell you a machine. You put it into the machine and it creates a perfect head on it, right? So people have gone up in other ways. There's like an old jewellery. You can buy an old jewellery cleaner for like 10 or 20 quid on eBay. Get that in, put your pint into that, and it does the same thing. The latest one is an electric toothbrush. Stick it into your pint.
Oh, I saw that, yeah.
Give it about 10 seconds. Oh, suddenly he's all over it. Give it about 10 seconds and you've got the perfect pint. So I think that's my plan A for the weekend.
Wow.
Good, cool story.
Exciting.
As ever, the format is the classic crappy quiz with a series of questions on different themes, then on to the slip and slide of trivia, the rapid fire round. You can podcast the crappy quiz on otbsports.com or the OTB Sports app. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to click the thumbs up, even if you contribute nothing but misery to your day, and leave a comment. I mean, there is one place that is a safe space for us on the internet, which involves comments. It is the crappy quiz comments. We
Sorry. My 2-year-old daughter's just bringing me in a cup of coffee here, so got to pause for 1 second.
Ooh.
Thank you very much. Well, look at that.
That is a good cup of coffee.
Perfection. She did well there.
Can I just point out that you've allowed a 2-year-old to... by the way, what height is the 2-year-old? The 2-year-old carrying a hot...
Listen.
Campachuchu, whatever you've got in your hand there.
Campachuchu.
That's an expensive coffee maker you have in the gaff there.
No, it's not. It's your sort of stereotypical South Dublin coffee maker, pretty dull. I'd like to get something a bit more experimental, like the type Adrian Barry has.
As far as I'm aware, the stereotypical South Dublin coffee maker is like a Guatemalan.
What does that even mean?
You've got the hired help.
I wouldn't go that far.
Okay.
Aeropress, it's all you need.
Rate Nathan's coffee out of 10 as well in the comments. We would love to hear your feedback on that. Let's move on to round 1, which is the boring questions round. Never multiple choice. Does it taste good?
Hot. I'm not a fan of hot coffee.
Right. Okay. Well, there are iced alternatives at your disposal. Round 1, the boring questions round. Never multiple choice. Ger, question 1 for you.
That's good.
Henry de Bromhead won his first Grade 1 race as a trainer in 2008 when which horse won the Irish Champion Hurdle?
Sizing Europe.
Correct.
So let's get it off my chest. He presents Friday Night Racing. Henry de Bromhead's had a very good week. All of that jazz. He presents the Cheltenham Show. Am I just going to get questions on like John Giles?
Or like, do you commentate on international football, first of all?
Give me a question on international football here then. Let's go.
Question 1 for Nathan. Ireland play Luxembourg this weekend.
No.
It is a pretty small country, but what is the smallest nation Ireland have played in a qualification fixture this century for either the Euros or the World Cup, judging by total area of the country's land?
Total area? Oh, Jesus. So it's either San Marino or Andorra. I presume. Liechtenstein's pretty small though, isn't it? It's not that small though. It's which country, not if they played in the country. Well, they don't play in San Marino or Andorra, right? Oh, which is smaller? Jesus.
They didn't answer.
San Marino.
Gibraltar.
Oh, shit.
Oh, you madman. What? Oh, yeah, look at
International football commentator.
they don't play in the country, therefore. But that doesn't matter. I still get the question correct. It's like it was.
Yeah, well, it was a classic Nathan. It was a classic Nathan answer.
Tiny little rock.
It was a classic Nathan answer where he cycles through all the things that just to let you know that he knows loads of information.
Yeah.
Oh, I know small countries. Wow, look at me. I'm annoyed because it came up on my phone this morning that this day 2 years ago I was in Gibraltar.
Stop.
Wow, that is unfortunate. Gibraltar is only 2.6 square miles large. San Marino is 23.6 square miles, and Andorra is 180.55 square miles. So Andorra is significantly bigger than San Marino.
Stunning ignorance.
It's mountainous, you see. I think that's the key.
Sure is. Adrian, question 1 for you. Who was the Tottenham manager last time they won a major trophy?
Oof. Oh, yeah, I presume, I mean, I was going to get into what you describe as major, but I presume it's just any trophy in Tottenham's case.
Yes.
I something. I have an answer. I have an answer, but there's something that's edging me. Who's on sound? Towards. This is not my answer, but Andrea Villas-Boas. So I've got to go with the one that I thought about first, which was Juan de Ramos.
Correct. Juan de Ramos is correct. He won the EFL Cup in 2008. And
big trophy, that.
Stephen Ansound did not blow it at this time. So well done, Adrian. Fair play. You're on a point, yours on a point. Nathan, you're yet to get off the mark as we move on to round 2, which is the Owl Lads round. As you all know at home, I'm joined on the line by 3 members of infamous podcast, The Dadcast, and all 3 of them have been given renewed hope by Johnny Sexton's recent performances that their peak years were not 20 years behind them, but a mere 10 years ago. This round will test your knowledge on sports' most successful Owl Lads. Sure. Which of these athletes was oldest at the time of their achievement? A. Floyd Mayweather when he won his 50th professional fight. B. Tiger Woods when he won his 5th Masters. Or C. Tom Brady when he won his 7th Super Bowl. So which of those was the oldest at the time of that achievement? Mayweather when he went 50-0. Tiger when he won his 5th Masters. And Brady when he won his 7th Super Bowl.
Oh, this is really a type of question that Nathan could tell you how much he knows about sport without actually giving you the correct answer.
Well, you tell us what you know about sport then, Adrian.
If you would just all
And give us the incorrect answer.
1-0, buddy, 1-0.
The time
don't know.
San Marino went in front against England.
I don't know how old Floyd Mayweather is. So that's tricky. But that 50-0 is the fight against McGregor, right? Like, is he deep into his 40s? I don't think so. How deep into his 40s was Tiger when he won so Tiger in 99 was 21. So he's 31 in 09 and he's 41 in 19. I'm going to say Tom Brady.
Correct. Good logic. Brady, 43 years, 4 months, 4 days. Tiger was 43 years, 3 months and 14 days when he won the Masters in 2019. And Mayweather was 40 when he went 50-0. So Tom Brady.
Actually 23.
Tiger was 21 in 97. He won the Masters.
Okay, yeah. Good point.
Nathan.
Anyway, sure, look, got there in the end, didn't I?
Got there in the end, Nathan. Which of these
Perish on
athletes...
the Rock of Gibraltar.
Which of these athletes was oldest at the time of their achievement? A. Phil Mickelson when he won his most recent major. B. Gary Anderson when he won his most recent Darts World Championship. Or C. Ronnie O'Sullivan when he won his most recent Snooker World Championship.
So Phil is just gone 50, isn't he? That was 20. So 40. They're all about 43 as well, aren't they? Ronnie was the... I don't know what age Gary Anderson is.
Gary Anderson just win it. No, Gary Anderson lost this year, didn't he? To
Who knows?
Gerwin Price. So
See, got 1 prize.
Good knowledge.
Good knowledge. Not the answer, of course.
Now, I like to educate the listeners as well so they have a full understanding of everything that's happening.
It's like clockwork.
What else?
Phil Mickelson.
No, it's not Phil. It's Gary Anderson. Gary Anderson, he was 45 when he last won it in 2016. Ronnie won the World Championship last year at the age of 44. And you were right, Phil was 43 in 2013 when he last won a major.
So Gary Anderson is 50.
Yeah.
Jeez, that was quite an achievement for Gary, wasn't it?
Adrian, who is the oldest of these 3? Stephen Cluxton, Roger Federer, or Zlatan Ibrahimovic?
That's just a straight question. Who's the oldest, right?
Yeah.
Can't overcomplicate them for you, Adrian.
Luxton, Zlatan, or Roger?
That's what he said.
Yeah. Correct.
I bet there's I bet there's almost nothing between them. So
There never was.
None of them are 40 yet. And they're all probably in their... Are they all 39?
I mean, you're not getting any more hints.
38, 39. The temptation is to go for Roger Federer, but
Hold fire, Stephen. Hold fire. Don't respond.
What is your final answer?
I'm going to go with, I think, what is in my mind the least likely option, and it's the reason I'm going to go for it. Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
No, always go with your first answer, Adrian. It's Federer.
Damn it.
You're right. There is not much between them. They were all born in 1981. Federer was born in August. Zlatan was born in October, and Cluxton was born in December.
Oh,
They're all 39.
Couldn't apply any logic to that. See, I couldn't cycle through my...
same age as myself. And look at all I have achieved.
Which one is?
All three of them.
When are you born?
November.
All right, so you're actually technically nearly the baby of the group when he Cluxton.
Nearly.
Imagine how great a career Cluxton might have had if he'd been born in January 1982. Could have really been something, made something of himself.
Yeah, terrible GEA birthday, actually, now that you say it. Maybe that's why he was putting goals. Round 3 is the stats of the Six Nations round. With only one game left to play, the 2021 Six Nations is almost in the books. And in this round, I'm going to give you a statistic category, and all you've got to do is name a player who is in the top 5 for that stat. That's all I need, top 5. Ger, can you name any of the players in the top 5 when it comes to meters made in the 2021 Six Nations?
Oh. Top 5 meters made. I'm going to go with... Louis Rees-Zammit.
Louis Rees-Zammit? No, incorrect.
Oh, really? That's what I would have gone with.
The top 5.
Louis Rees-Zammit.
James Lowe is number 1. Elliot Daly, Duhan van der Merwe, Monty Ioane, and Brice Dulin. They're the top 5 when it comes to meters made. Nathan?
Really? Did Rees-Zammit not have one run that was longer than James Lowe in the entire tournament?
Clearly not. That's the statistics do not lie. Nathan, can you name any of the players in the top 5 when it comes to tackles made in the 2021 Six Nations?
Maura Toje?
No, not Maura Toje. Tipuric, Falatau, Alan Wynne-Jones, Paul Willemse, and Luca Bigi. Sleeps with the fishes. That was the top 5. Question 3 for you, Adrian. Can you name any of the players in the top 5 when it comes to carries in the 2021 Six Nations?
I can give you the top 2, and I can tell you exactly for bonus points how many carries they have. Oh, sorry. No. Actually, this is... I could give you the accuracy before the final round. But anyway, let's do away with the flim-flam. Top of the list is CJ Stander.
Correct.
Robbie Henshaw's number 2.
Henshaw's number 3 now.
Oh, he was downgraded.
Falatau is number 2. Sebastian Negri is 4. And Matt Fagerson completes the top 5.
Show your screen there, Adrian.
Chin.
Adrian Barry, 2 points after the first 3 rounds. Ger Gilroy.
Am I the only one that's...
What was the
suspicious?
Listen, sorry for doing my homework. Who was it? Lee Dixon that got slated by Alan Shearer for doing his homework at World Cup.
But it's sort of pointless homework, isn't it? Like, how are you actually tell us what that stat means?
It was a conversation about CJ Stander moving from 8 to 6 and whether he was going to be able to play the game that had been played.
It's a pretty dull conversation.
You asked the question. I hope you didn't go with it. You got your answer.
Round 4.
Did Quinny roll his eyes to heaven and go, not this shit again?
Yeah, it got 50,000 views.
Round 4 is the fun-free magic number round. Contestant get 3 points for getting the number exactly right. If no one manages that, the nearest contestant who doesn't go bust gets 2 points, and the second closest gets 1 point. I'm going to state that we can only accept the answer that's written on your paper. I'm also going to have to ask for your pens once the music ends. So if you don't mind, give us the following number. The number of winners at Cheltenham by Rachel Blackmore last week, plus the number of Irish winners in total at this year's festival, plus the number of major trophies Pep Guardiola has won with Manchester City so far, plus the number of All-Ireland titles DJ Carey won with Kilkenny as a player. Your 30 seconds expire when Sinatra sings Bright Shiny Beads.
What, are you counting the Community Shield as a major trophy?
No.
So League Cup, FA Cup, Premier League, Champions League, all that.
Yeah, exactly. So on top of that Pep question, how many All-Ireland titles has DJ won? Did he win in his playing career? The number of Irish winners at Cheltenham this year, and then the number of winners that Rachel Blackmore rode at Cheltenham this year. Okay, pens down. Nathan, what have you got?
37.
37, Adrian?
24.
24.
Yeah.
Ger?
39.
39. Ger's come closest. It's 40.
Oof.
Boom.
Nathan, you do pick up 1 point here, so you're off the mark. Let's run through these. Rachel Blackmore rode 6 winners at Cheltenham.
Yeah.
Ireland had 23 in total. Pep has won 6 trophies with Manchester City. He's won 2 Premier Leagues, 1 FA Cup and 3 Carabao Cups. And DJ Carey won 5 All-Irelands as a Kilkenny player, which brings your total to 40. As I say, Ger, you're now on 4 points after an additional 2. Adrian, you stay on 2 points. And Nathan, you're trailing on 1 point.
What's Ger on?
4. So still very much.
I can catch him, Nathan. Don't worry about it. You're out of it, but I can catch him.
What about Ger's new rules of the person who's last starts first?
Our winner tonight will be decided in the round that separates the men.
quiet.
The Robbie Henshaws from the Robbie from Arsenal Fan TVs. It's a no theme in particular, ridiculously easy rapid fire round. The score you get in this round will be added to your score in the previous round, and there will be 40 seconds for everyone to answer from the same set of questions. We're going to start with Ger, then on to Adrian, then on to Nathan. If you get a question correct, I'll keep asking you questions until you get one wrong. You know the drill. Ger, are you ready?
Yeah.
Your 40 seconds starts now. Name the Atalanta manager.
Pass.
Too long. Gasparini. Collingwood's Aisling Sheridan is from which county, Adrian?
Tipperary.
No, Cavan. Who are the reigning Community Shield champions, Nathan?
Arsenal.
Correct. In what year did Jim Gavin win his first All-Ireland as Dublin manager?
2013.
Correct. What is the southernmost stand in Croke Park?
Davin.
Correct. In what year did the USA last host the World Cup?
1994.
Correct. Deshaun Watson is a quarterback for which NFL franchise?
Saints.
No, Houston Texans. Sonny O'Sullivan won her Olympic silver medal over what distance?
You haven't started, so there's no need
5,000 metres.
5,000 metres, which is correct, which brings you back to 4. Nathan got to 1,
4
2,
each.
3,
4 each.
4. No, Nathan finished on 3.
No, I finished on 4.
No, it's 4. 4 each.
I got to 5. I got to 5.
It's 4
I got to
each.
5, and then I went back to 4.
I've been taking the score here. It's 4 each.
Yeah, so have I.
Listen, Adrian, what out?
Sorry, I apologise. No, you're right. It is 4.
Yes.
Nathan is on 4. Ger is on 4.
Oh, but you would have screwed me over there now if Adrian wasn't there to back me up.
Jared, go
again.
and beat him. Go and beat him in properly in added time. Because you can't beat him at the moment otherwise.
We didn't play the music. I knew. I took my time, and it is 4 all, so we have a tie break.
Well, what I'd like to do is go back and check the timer, and should Gilroy have got that last
No,
question?
he should have done, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he started. And
I always finish if I
He took
start.
about 7 minutes over the Houston Texans. Like, Deshaun Watson is literally the most famous.
Who's the
athlete
Atlanta
of the
manager?
Come on, get on with it. Tie break.
Just
Let's
going
go.
to-
Let's go.
I said,
Okay.
I actually should have. In retrospect, you're correct. I should have cheated the way you would have done, Nathan.
Nathan, do you want to go first or second here?
Oh, second.
How many Ireland caps does Rob Carney have, Ger?
Hang on, he doesn't get to pick if he goes first or second.
It's in the point toss here.
Point toss.
Point toss.
Nathan, if Nathan v. Ger, Nathan.
Here. How many Ireland caps does Rob Carney have?
Ireland. Remember, played full back. Good looking. Very tanned.
99.
99. Nathan.
98.
Rob Carney has 95 Ireland caps.
Yes! Come on! Yes!
Wow. Let's get the music for Nathan
Hang
Murphy.
on.
He is
Come
back
on,
up in
give
the
me the
mode.
music. All your talking, all your nonsense still comes out as the champ. Ah,
It's, what can you say?
It's 4 lines.
what a comeback. What a comeback.
I can't listen to this. I'm out of here.
Yeah, it's how many Ireland
That was
caps.
a thing of beauty.
You don't need an invite here, Nathan, but take it away. The floor is yours.
Oh, listen, I'm used to success, so this isn't something that will leave a mark on my day. It's just me and you, Owen.
Everybody else has left the Zoom building. Congratulations to you, Nathan
Listen,
Murphy.
if you're
We are
going to
back here.
walk off properly.
Exactly.
Which these guys don't know how to do.
And please leave your Zoom mic on. Nathan, thank you for joining us. Thank you to Ger and Adrian as well. We're back here on OTB AM next Friday morning with the next Scrappy Quiz. See you then.